Y'all know I get excited when there's more than one. Listen, here's the thing. They're all the same. They all do the same thing. It gets boring looking at a single. So, the way that I've got it scotched out this morning, if you don't have a V8, you don't belong here. I know they make smaller engines. I know there's 4-cylinder turbos under the hood of the Chevrolet Silverado. I know that there's a couple of different V6 twin turbos that you could find underneath the Ford. I know that there's an inline 6 that you could find underneath the hood of that one brand new now. Over here, they don't even make that truck anymore. And right there, such a sad, sad story right there. One of the greatest V8s ever. Toyota's 5.7 liter V8. They plucked that son of a bitch out of there because they put in a 3.4 liter V6 twin turbo. All in the name of gas mileage, and it still gets crap for gas mileage. But anyway, here we go. Full-size behemoths. We're representing all of the makes. There's not one missing. Not one at all. I had to go pull a brand new F-150. All these other ones were used. I had to go digging into the new inventory. So I do not mean to upshow the other ones. It's going to be hard to upshow that Titan and that Ram. That Ram is right as rain. All right, so let's do a little math, shall we? 5 liters, 5.7 liters, 5.3 liters, 5.6 liters, 5.7 liters, 5 liters, 10.7. Take the 0.3, now we're to 11. Let's add the 5 in there, now we're at 16 liters. Come over here, let's add the 5.6, now we're at 21.6 liters. Now let's add this. 0.6 plus 0.7, that's going to be 1.5. So now we're at 27.5, and let's add the 5. 32.5 liters worth of V8 monsters from all across the globe. Let's do this. All right, the only way that I can even come to possible terms of making this any kind of fair is I think we should just walk around the trucks. We'll do beds first. Then we'll check out the interiors of them. But I am not going to break away from we're going to go from one to the other. Up first, 2025 Ford F-150 with that 5 liter burbling right there. All right. We got a nice soft opening tailgate right there. We have no special tailgate, no special step or anything like that. We do have a spray-in bed liner right there. We got a power outlet goings on, and we've also got a little storage right there. No LED lights on the side, but you do get an LED light on the back. Ram 1500 Laramie. You know what Laramie means? All the kit and caboodle. Got chrome tips back there, got a soft opening tailgate. We've got a spray-in bed liner in there as well. We got no power outlets back there. We got no LED lights, but we got us a nice little tonneau cover right there. So I guess there has to be, it's not a soft closing tailgate, so there has to be some kind of points for the tonneau cover, even though that's aftermarket. Actually, I removed that. I'm not giving any points for that because you could put a tonneau cover on any one of these. Now let's come over here. So far, this has been the first one that's got an easy access to get into the bed of their truck. Got a little step side right there. Come on, baby. Oh, imagine the Chevrolet being the first one to have a problem. It's quite a shocker, isn't it? Are you turned off or something? What's your problem? All right, no, you're just not in the mood to play. Well, I need you to play because you're embarrassing yourself. So let's come back here and let's try this again. Oh, it says Chevrolet on the bedside right there. There we go. Soft opening tailgate. We got a bed liner in there. We got a power outlet. We got some LED lights right there on both sides and the back of the cab. So far, as bad as I hate to say it, Chevrolet in the lead. Coming on over here to the Nissan. The Nissan Titan. Such a shame. Such a shame. Nissan in some financial straits right now, so they had to axe one. And I hate that. All right, we got a bed liner. See a power outlet right in there. Let's see, we got any LED lights on the sides? No, we do not, but we do have an LED light on the back of the cab. There's no steps or anything. Oh, wait a minute. I was looking for it. Some of these trucks have really cool tailgates. Like we have talked about, Nissan's in some dire straits. So right there, you do have a little step to get in there. Not much, but it is something. Now, since that truck is gone away, I expect the Nissan Frontier to get a lot better, because all that research and development money, put it into the Frontier. Oh man, absolutely broken-hearted. It's not that's not as depressing as this, because this is just a crock of shit right here. And I'm sorry for the language, but Toyota had a fantastic V8, and they just, you know, the new Camry's all hybrid. I mean, the whole damn car is nothing but hybrid platforms. So, see, they do all that to average out so they can get a specific mile per gallon for their fleet, all of their cars together, with all those little Corollas and all those little hybrids. Everything they got's hybrid. They couldn't have left the V8. But anyway, if you want a V8, you're gonna have to get this generation of Tundra, because the new generation, it is beautiful, but you ain't getting a V8 in there. You're gonna get a V6 twin turbo or a hybrid. We got no power outlets, we got no lights, no nothing. You got a lot on the back of the cab right there. You did get a soft opening tailgate though. That metallic paint looks fantastic. Okay, so recap just on what's here, okay? And remember, you can go up different trim levels and all of that and get nicer stuff. So we got to go number one Chevrolet as far as bed and entry of the bed. Number one, number two, number three, number four, and dead last, because ain't a damn thing in there. Ain't a power outlet, ain't a thing, ain't a storage, ain't a nothing. Thank God we got a bed liner. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. Interior. And the way I think we should do this, sorry, it's really humid out this morning. I'm already dripping and glistening. All right, the way I think we should do this is we're just gonna do shock and awe. We're gonna go up to each of these trucks and we're gonna open up the door and we're just gonna see if we go, ah, or if we go, nah. All right. Ah, yes. Squish is good. Hard plastic B&O sound system. We got vents on the back of the console. Got a power outlet right there. We got cup holders. You've also got pockets on the back of the seat covers. Forward. We got to talk about this. Forward. We do have a little storage underneath the seat right there, but this is not the full-blown one. You can also get one that has a little plastic compartment in there. We've got a rear sliding window. This one does not have a sunroof. Now, one thing about F-150s is every single F-150 gets that big, massive screen in them from now until the end of time. The options that come in there are something different. Got a 10-speed automatic. We've got heated and cooled seats in this one, a heated steering wheel. We got power outlets, dual zone or dual storage over there. This one's also got the cool little, a whole bunch of electronics going on in here. You put the old shifter down, 4-wheel drive. All right, 3-way memory seats. There's a lot of stuff going on in there. Not quite a King Ranch or a Platinum, but definitely very well equipped. Get ready, Laramie. See, I don't have brand loyalty. I just like them. I like them all. They all touch me in a certain way. Juicy. Oh, it's got a big hole up there in the roof, but don't worry, Stilette just put it there on purpose. All right, look at the squishy. Got some faux wood in there. Oh, look at the suede squishy. Super squishy, hard plastic. Got speakers everywhere. We got vents on the back of the console. We got mat pockets right there. We got a power outlet. Got some cup holders going on right there. Got a center cup our console right there. Got some suede going on with the leather. Let's flip this up. We don't have any storage underneath there, but as you can see that it does do that. But as far as storage right here, check this out. Ram offering just a little bit of, woo! There's one over there as well. Look at that big hole in there. As far as interior beauty, I don't know, this one's going to be hard pressed to beat right here, but this one is fully juiced out and fully loaded. We got power pedals, dual power seats. We've got heated and cooled seats in there. We've already talked about the big sunroof. Got a big huge console right there. A little bit smaller screen than the Ford. We've got heated and cooled seats. Got dual zone climate control. We got two level storage over there. Very nice. I hate the dial transmissions. But anyway, all right. that Dodge is definitely placing higher than that Ford automatically. All right, coming over here to the Chevrolet Silverado Trail Boss. This is a 2021 model. All right. Okay, got some squishy squish. Not, oh God, hard plastic, little squishy squish. There's some squishy, hard plastic. We got a Bose stereo in there because it's a General Motors product. We got vents on the back of the console right there. We got mat pockets, so the same as everybody else. We've got USB and a USB-C right there, but not a power outlet. We've got a rear sliding window. We've also got a center console right there, and also a split folding seat just like the rest of them. Kind of looks plain Jane in there, doesn't it? Car manufacturers, I know the dark interiors hold up from stains and all that, and they wear better, but it's so bleeding boring. All right, coming on in here, we got a power seat on this side. Now this is a Trail Boss, so this is more like the four-wheel drive. This would compete awesomely against those two over there. That's the TRD Tundra, the Pro 4X Titan, and then this right here. This would be a fantastic competition. No sunroof in here, but you can get one, but it's not a full panel sunroof. We've got a 10-speed automatic in here. Looks like we've got heated seats on both sides, a heated steering wheel, dual zone climate control, trailer brakes, got some faux wood in there. Kind of plain Jane, I'm not gonna lie. It does have a big, huge, massive screen in there though. Remember, the more and more we go forward in the years and years, it's all about screens. It's all about screens. All right, coming on in here to Nissanville. That blue looks fantastic. Look how gorgeous and pretty that blue is. What? It's got TVs in the headrest. You gotta be kidding. But no sunroof. I got TVs in the headrest, but no sunroof. That's pretty wild. All right, let's do the squishy squish. I see hard plastic. Oh yeah, a little squishy squish right there. The orange stitching does look good. Water bottle holders right there. We got mat pockets on both sides. You got dual vents in there. I see USB-Cs, vitamin Cs, vitamin 12s. I see heated seats. I also see a power outlet on the back of that center console. We got dual mat pockets right there. Once again, same thing as anything else. It's gonna have, oh my God, the Deuce Bigelow package. This really is fully loaded. See what you got right here. If you're an aquarium cleaner, you just put that down right there, make your floor flat. That way when you're moving the aquariums, the fish aren't gonna be sloshing. Moving fish is very stressful on them. Keep that in mind. All right, so let's go ahead and put up our fish package. Pull that little lever to flop it back down. We got a center console right there. We've also got a rear sliding window. Those TVs are fantastic. All right, I don't know why I came in on the passenger side for this one, but I did. All right, Titan Pro 4X. Remember, this is gonna be like the four-wheel drive version. Got a Fender sound system down there. Got a big, huge screen. Got single glove box, no two-tone or no double storage. Pro 4X with the orange stitching, big console. Column shift. I have to be honest with you about the column shift. I just kind of think that trucks should have column shift. That's just my personal opinion. But four-wheel drive, obviously. We got heated seats, trailer brake controls, dual zone climate, heated steering wheel, cruise control, see, we got all that stuff going on. All right, last but not least, the heartbreaker. Me, I wanna make you, want a piece of paper, scribble down I hate you. Jesus God almighty, look how big that door is. Fudge, holy mackerel. It's definitely, I'd say the biggest cab goes to the Tundra. All right, we got some squishy squish, a bunch of hard plastic, dual water bottle holders. We got vents on the back of that console. Looks like we got a 12-volt charger in there, and that is it. Simplicity at its finest. A whole bunch of cheap looking plastic right there. We got mat pockets on the back of the seat right there. Let's flip this up. You do have, oh, it's a stepped up floor. That's the only one that's like that. But you do have a flipped up seat. We got a center console right there. That entire window rolls down right there. The whole dang thing rolls down. All right, God, that thing looks massive in there, doesn't it? Let's talk here for just a second. Well, we'll talk about it in just a second. We got dual power seats on this one. See right here, watch this. See the rear button right there? Start pushing it. All right, big center console right there with a little phone storage. shifter right there. Looks like we've got USB-Cs and a whole bunch of them down there. Looks like we got heated seat dials, some V12 or some vitamin 12s over there. We're sporting 3 cup holders right there, a little place to keep your key. The gauges are huge and very easily to see. The screen is puny and small compared to the other manufacturers, but it is all there. I'm starting to glisten real good, but we're not done with this competition. Back seat test. I'm 6 foot, 6'1" if I stand up tall, about 264 this morning. I don't tell you that to brag. Why would I brag? I'm sporting A-cup breasts. I tell you that so you can compare your size to me and you'll know how you would fit in the back of a F-150. All right, climbing on in here. Plethoras of room. There's going to be plenty of room in all of these. Headroom is massive. Knee room. Remember, this is the #1 selling vehicle in the United States of America. So it's safe to say people may use that as a family car. Let's come over here to the Ram 1500 and see how nice and huge it is back here. All right. Climbing on up in here. Oh, it's definitely more of a, like it's not just a bench seat. Like I can actually feel like a bucket. Not near as much headroom as in the Ford. I do have massive amounts of leg room. Headroom goes to the Ford here. Now, moving right along. Sorry, here's the thing. I know this is boring. I know it is. I know it is, but some of this stuff is important to folk. All right, the Chevrolet Silverado. Trail Boss. Going up here, grab that handle so I don't bust my shins again. Sits almost identical to the Ram. Headroom is a little bit more in this truck. Knee room and leg room is less. But as far as like the seating position, it feels just about like that Dodge did. Excuse me, Ram. Excuse me. God, it's gonna be hotter than blazes out here today. You can tell it. I'm already this glistening. And it's just now 7:05. Coming on in here to the Nissan Titan. They don't make it anymore. Breaks my heart. Climbing on up in here, TVs and the headrests. Whoa! An entirely different seating position, more like an SUV. Headroom is good. Knee room is about the same as the Silverado. You're right here looking at this TV. I mean, by gosh, you'd have a great view of something. A USB, a HDMI. Wow, this is a weird seating position. It feels like an Armada, which leads me into my next conversation about these. But let's do the Tundra first before we get into that. God, that is a massive door. Biggest door opening, definitely to the Tundra. Grab the old crapper right there. Holy cow. We have a winner. And it ain't even close. Whoa. This is freaking massive in here, bruh. Jesus. Okay. All right, so here we go. Wow, that came out of nowhere. Tundra 1. Then we're gonna go, I'm gonna go right here for 2 and 3, and I'll let y'all decide. You have to go check out your own deal or whatever. Maybe if you own one of these, or maybe if you happen to own both of them, you can chime in and tell me which one you feel more comfortable in. But I'm gonna go 2, 3, and then I'm gonna go 4, and that has to go 5. A lot of amenities in there, but that's small. And let me explain something to you. That leads me into the next conversation. These are all tied to SUVs. Did you know that? That over there is a Toyota Sequoia. That right there is a Nissan Armada. That right there is a whole bunch of stuff. Chevrolet Tahoe, GMC Sierra, Cadillac Escalade. That is a Grand Wagoneer. You thought I was going to say Durango, didn't you? But I don't, because the Durango doesn't play there. But that is a Grand Wagoneer. And right here, Ford Expedition. And Lincoln Navigator. But you see what I mean? Full-size trucks, They have a full-size SUV to go with them. Towing and payload stats. Let's do this. Toyota Tundra. Payload, 1,630 pounds. It can tow 9,900. The Ford F-150, payload of 2,230 pounds, and it can tow 12,900. The Nissan Titan, payload 1,650 pounds, and it can tow 9,300. If you got the XD, it's over 11,000. The Ram, payload champion at 2,300 pounds, and it's towing 12,750 pounds. And last but not least, the Chevy, payload of 2,280, and it's towing 9,600. That's all, folks. This was one of the most in-depth reviews, one of the longest videos I've ever made, and it was fantastic. But I would like to take a few minutes and say thank you to a few people. Ford of Murfreesboro in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, thank you. Thank you again. Thank you over and over and over again for letting me play in your sandbox and play with your vehicles. Also, thank you so much. If you've made it to this point in the video, I can't say thank you enough to you as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, please take a second and comment down below and tell me which one of these 5 you would fall in love with first. Or maybe you've already bought one. Anyway, it doesn't matter. A lot of these trucks, they've got different engines, different transmissions. Some of them aren't even around anymore. But I thought this would be a fun little test because it's very rare that I get all of them together and they all have the same engine or, the same classification of engine. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a hobbly.